What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click the links in the description down below. Follow me on my social media accounts. Also have the Country Kids Playhouse channel in the description down below as well. So guys, this video was highly requested. People are always DMing me all the time asking me how did I get over certain situations. And listen, I didn't put my new nails on this morning when I was on the live, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, but listen, tune in to the end. So one of the questions that I am always getting is, how do I heal my broken heart? I mean, I've been through a lot of stuff. Like, my first broken heart was like, obviously, as a kid. But from a relationship standpoint, I feel like my biggest heartbreak was like when I was pregnant, having to go through almost 3 pregnancies back to back, you know, by myself, meaning I didn't have anybody. I obviously wasn't living with anybody, but I didn't have anybody to run my feeds, run my back, or whatever. And if it was like every blue moon, despite what you guys saw, you know. So that was my biggest heartbreak. I definitely went through a lot with baby Drake. And even baby girl, like that with her, definitely, that was a pregnancy where it was like no man in sight at all. And I dealt with that. I had Dion was 2 at the time, baby Drake wasn't even 1 at the time, and Cam was 10. But I did that on my own by the grace of God, you know. So the first thing that I had to do, and I also have my notes right here, y'all, so I won't forget nothing, accept what my situation was. And even now, just accepting what my situation is. The reality of it is, I never saw myself being a single mom, but this is my reality. And it wasn't that I felt like I was too good, like, oh my God, that can't happen to me. I honestly just felt like, hey, I'm a good woman. I am going to attract good men. They would love to have someone like me, what I do for men. I know most women would not do. So that wasn't my scenario. And I used to sit back, like, you know, as a little girl, and I used to watch single mothers get degraded. And I did a pretty good job for the first 8 years of, you know, after I had Cam, not getting any babies or whatever. I just had Cam, which was by Cam's father, my ex-husband, which is by my ex-husband. But the reality of it is some men, it's not up to the man to know your value. It's up to yourself. And when I realized that, I learned to accept my situation for what it is. And accepting that, hey, the life that I wanted to live with this person or that person is not my reality. And, you know, I really am a single mom. And that's my reality. And once I accepted that, I own it. And it also, being a single mom is just, you know, people always look at the degrading side of it, but it also shows strength. Because do y'all not know how many married women, or how many women that are just in relationships, especially if you got multiple kids, that are just so afraid to walk away because they fear that society will not accept them because they're a single mom. They feel like they're never going to get another man because they're a single mom. It runs deeper than you guys know. I'll just put it like that. And it takes courage to say, you know what, I don't give a damn what nobody say about me. Yes, I am a single mom. I'm making the shit happen. Yes, it's a hard job. Yes, I've had some setbacks, but you know what? This is my situation. So first step, accepting what is, and also accepting what isn't. Also, guys, in order for me to like really heal from any heartbreaks that I've been through, I had to accept the fact that maybe it's not my fault. Maybe that it's really not my fault. The reality of it is, you meet someone, you have all these high expectations of how the relationship is gonna go. You have all of these expectations of getting married and having kids or having more kids, and when the other person does not meet your expectations, you are disappointed. And this is why you shouldn't expect anything from anybody except for yourself and the man above. So just understanding that it's not your fault. Anybody can move on with anybody. We're not going to hold anybody hostage or whatever. You did the best that you know to do. And that's what I had to tell myself. When you give something your all and it still doesn't work out, you don't have any regrets. You don't have any regrets because you really gave it your all. And if it didn't work out, it just didn't work out. No need to be bitter or anything like that. Just, hey, God has somebody for everybody. The thing is making sure it's the right somebody. Otherwise, you're going to continue going through the same thing. I had to get therapy. Not just because of the failed relationships. I had to get to the root issue of why my picker was off. And when I say my picker was off, like choosing men that I should have never been with to begin with. Like, we have absolutely nothing in common. Absolutely nothing in common. Don't even have the same beliefs. And I had to get to the root issue of that. And when I got to the root issue of that, that's why I am able to block when necessary. Because I don't waste my time anymore. I don't waste my time anymore. And I get therapy every week. Me and all my children, even the ones that cannot talk, we do a 1-hour session. And yeah, because I refuse for Cam to grow up and end up mistreating some little girl because he's seen men mistreat me. Absolutely not. So yeah, a lot of people feel like they don't want to go to therapy because the therapist is gonna like reveal and unlock why they are the way that they are. And I feel sorry for those people because you're gonna continue to ruin everybody that you run across. And the crazy part is people think that they can convince others that it's not really something deeper wrong with them, that they don't have any type of mental illness and yada yada yada. And that's only because it's a lot of people with mental illnesses in this world. And they get in the category with people who are in denial, just like them. And so they'll never quite see it. But yeah, so therapy is a must. Regardless of everything, even if everything is going like good in your life, you may be overstimulated every day like me with kids screaming and puking and all of that. And I'm always overstimulated, so I have to talk to somebody. And I've learned not to talk to people because I cannot talk to people. Because unfortunately, people don't get to know me for me. They get to know me so that they can have a storyline to run with, to make money off of. So with me learning my lessons, like if I have an issue or like a problem or something, I hold it in until it's my turn to talk to my therapist, or I write it down. I will no longer be an open book to friends, to family. I had a cousin of mine last year told me she was going to expose me. I was like, huh? Like, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, when people want others to see that you're a bad person, even if you're not a bad person, if their viewpoint of you is bad, they want everybody's viewpoint of you to be bad. they see you getting a lot of love, they're gonna try to stop it. Okay. Also, another thing is I had to keep my mind busy. You guys know I make and sell candles. I make and sell cheesecake. I do it all, y'all. I'm constantly busy. I'm at the gym. I'm at doctor's appointments. I'm a full-time student now. Almost time for graduation. Yeah, so I keep myself busy. And that's done intentionally. Because the idle mind really is the devil's workshop. Really is. And I gotta keep myself busy. And the more busy I am, the more I'm able to get done. And I'm like setting the bar really, really high for myself. Not for anybody else. For myself and for my children. We're the only thing that matters in this world. We all we got. We have each other. We are all we got. If I'm not 100% myself, they don't get 100% all of me. And that's not fair to them. So I may entertain some for a little while. After that, it's back in mommy's mode. I don't have time to give you my energy because all my energy goes to my kid. It's either you understand it or you don't. You can respect it, but you don't got to. I had to really understand and trust the fact that God does everything for a reason. And if God is making me wait, it's pretty much for a reason. And he more than likely have something better for me. That's what I have to tell myself. So when people make fun of me for not having the nice things that other people have and whatever else, you know what God tells me? He reminds me of all the times that I didn't have growing up. And he reminds me of just how far I've come. And he also reminds me that if I can accept gratitude, that means just being thankful for what I have right now, that he's going to bless me and my family abundantly. My family is my kids. Yes, I do have family members, right? But once you start having kids, that's your family. That's your family once you start having kids. That's just my opinion. God always have something better for us. And everything is God's timing. And God have a funny way of blessing people that are overlooked, that was counted out, less fortunate. Y'all done heard them stories? But everything is on God's time. See, God is still shaping me right now. He's still molding me. Everything is his time. God gonna shut some people down. So that's why I don't get upset. People call me bums and Section 8 and all that builds character. All that builds gratitude. Just being able to say, thank you. I'm doing better than I was last year. Thank you, Lord. Gratitude. Only ones I'm trying to impress is Lord himself, my children, and myself. And like I always say, I ain't trying to keep up with the Joneses, okay? Do y'all know the little girl that be floating around on social media holding a teddy bear? Like, it's a small teddy bear behind her back. And God has one hand out that's like he's reaching for the teddy bear. The little girl is sad. But in God's other hand is an even bigger teddy bear. Like, the teddy bear is huge. And this is why you have to trust God. If I listen to what half of these people say on here about me, that means I ain't trusting God. Yeah, when people say I'm never gonna make it and whatever else, you know, if I listen to that stuff, I'm giving the enemy more credit than I gave God? Absolutely not. I know what the Bible says. I know what the Bible said. He'll never leave you or forsake you. Ask and you shall receive. Period. Everything is God's timing. Everything is God's timing. So yeah. It's easy to heal a broken heart. Everything heals in time, by the way. Everything heals in time. Everything. So I hope I helped you guys out while I was over here doing my nails. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know some other topics. You know, like if there's anything that I went through that you guys want me to, like, you know, as long as it's not like involving mess or drama, I'm pretty sure I'm able to like relay how I got through certain things, even if it involves or once involved drama. So y'all, let me know. I got one more to do, y'all, and I'm off this thing. Ooh. Hope y'all had a good Wednesday. I know I did, honey. I got blessings after blessings today. Yes, Lord. Yes, I don't want nothing from the enemy if it didn't come from you, Lord. Okay? Yes, this is what I be talking about. And that's because God knows the heart. God knows it takes a lot to be obedient and disciplined. And then whenever you obey him, yes, Lord. Okay, guys. So this is the finished look. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.